Hallo Freunde und ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Ja, ich hatte ja gesagt, in dieser Szene sehen wir uns dann wieder. Na dann geht's weiter.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Nile must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morak to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Mir kommt mir bis jetzt gerade ein bisschen verdächtig vor. Wie verdächtig, weiß ich aber noch nicht. Haben sich geändert. Ja, Morash ist jetzt dabei. Oh, fuck, Alter. Really, Alter? Shit, Alter. Die ist ja übelst weit unten mit dem Level. Ja. Das heißt, die wurde sozusagen nicht im Hintergrund mitgerissen. Ja, gut, okay. Dann müssen wir das halt so akzeptieren. Erstmal. Mann, ist das ein Vieh, Junge. Auf geht's nach Tantal. Bin schon sehr gespannt. So, was hast du zu sagen? Wollen wir nach Tantal reisen? Na, freilich. Da werden wir doch sehen, was dann so passiert.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Zeke. You can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mithra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey,
Yeah?
you're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade.
Basically,
How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society. Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh.
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times. So he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the Praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol. It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine. Probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great!
Wie soll ich denn das jetzt verstehen? Was macht die da jetzt? Was soll du da machen? Oh, ich war leider vorgegangen.
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
Whoa. It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu.
Der hat seine Schildkröte.
It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well. You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right? Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies!
Ich könnte mir aber ganz ehrlich, muss ich sagen, ich könnte mir Xenoblade Chronicles als eine gute Anime-Serie vorstellen. Wenn die das schon als Spiel ziemlich gut hinbekommen. Königreich Tantal! Ja! Neuer Level in Tiger verfügbar. Ja, das ist ja mal was. Das habe ich in letzter Zeit auch nicht, weil ich habe schon mal offscreen das Level 3 probiert. Glaubt mir Leute, das ist abartig. Aber na gut. Sag mal, was braucht? Lefaria Feld. Alter, hier ist ja vollster Winter, ja. Was rennen hier so für Viecher rum? Hey, warte mal, wir sind ja jetzt hier. Da gucke ich mal, ob wir jetzt für Mithra jetzt diese Items hier machen können. Ja, können wir. So, wen muss man hier besiegen? Lieber in Tantal. Müssen wir mal gucken. Ja, die Mucke klingt gar nicht mehr so verkehrt. Eine richtig schöne Winterlandschaft. Musste ja aber irgendwie mal wieder kommen. Nein, du bist nicht mein Ziel. Auch nicht. Oh, geht schon weiter.
Hey, Nia, do you, mind?
Come on, it's not so bad.
You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady, if you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyra seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
So it's cold-blooded.
Call it what you like.
Ich bin doch nicht dein Heizkörper. Warte mal, wie hießen die Dinger nochmal, die ich platt machen muss? So. Neva Bisoges. Neva Bisoges. Das ist ja erstmal einer merken. Na, ich glaube, das Vieh werden wir nicht so schnell antreffen, denke ich mal.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
Ich denke mal eher, dass wir erstmal nur solche normalen Gegner zu Gesicht bekommen. Mehr oder weniger. Was haben wir denn hier?
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Das setzt ja schon Pflanzengut ein und trotzdem nicht Verhältnis dabei. Hm. Na, ich muss da hoch, ne? Oder? Nee, eigentlich nicht. Vielleicht gibt's hier oben etwas. Mal gucken. Die stürzt ab. Oh, du konntest nicht weit genug springen, wa? Aha, ein Schatz. Ach, natürlich Splitter könnt ihr euch sonst mitchecken. Ja. Oh. That it's good.
Hey, look what I found.
3 Jahre.
Congratulations.
Diese Toms machen mir irgendwie Sorgen. Ich weiß auch nicht, die sehen ein bisschen... Ja, gut. Sind nur ein Hallo. Oder Pfeiler. Ah, der Palast sieht übelst geil aus. Oder die Stadt. Königstadt, ja. Sieht echt beeindruckend aus. Dann der Sternenhimmel noch dazu. Nice. Das war dann mal so ein richtiger schöner Skiurlaub.
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
Das werde ich noch sehen. Na, da bin ich gespannt. Schauen wir uns das Ganze da einfach mal an, würde ich sagen. Wow.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
Das ist ja jetzt ja wie eine Burg, Alter. Eine alte Ritterburg oder sowas.
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
Ja, das stimmt. Da hat er nicht ganz unrecht. So, Freunde, wir schauen jetzt mal irgendwas. Kaufen die denn hier? Völlig sinnfrei. Das ist genau mit... Achso, ne, es können unterschiedliche Auswirkungen haben auf meine Charaktere, ja. Was hast du hier zu kaufen? Zu verkaufen? So warum? Das ist teuer. Scheiße. Aber können wir ja eigentlich mal holen. Hat sich die Entwicklungsstufe gleich mal erhöht. Könnten eigentlich mal wieder ein paar resignieren hier. Ah, erzählt 30% mehr Schaden, wenn... Ja. Können wir eigentlich mal herstellen. Starrer Schutz. So. werfen Resistenz. Haben wir einen Haufen davon gesammelt. Oh, der Part ist schon vorbei. So Freunde, falls euch der Part gefallen hat, einen Daumen hoch und falls ihr nichts mehr verpassen wollt, gebt mir auf jeden Fall ein Abo und natürlich die Benachrichtigungsglocke dabei nicht vergessen. Und dann würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dann, ciao!